about yourself and about your association with NGO. Like you were a software engineer, but then how it came into your mind to work for society and the whole.
Yes. So our founder president, Mr. Raghav Sharma sir, he started this NGO in 2016 when he was just, in his 12th class, when he was having his board exams, pre-board exams. So at that time, he started with the initiative. So it's a beautiful story how he started it. So I would like to share on his behalf. So he was, out there eating ice cream one day, and there were few kids, few underprivileged kids. They came to him and they were asking like, buy us some ice cream as well, and the kids, in usual manner. So he asked them to, recite alphabets or counting from 1 to 10, and they failed to do so. So he was very disappointed to see, the kids are asking for ice cream and they don't know counting and basic things, which is the basic right of everyone, he believed. 12th class, when everybody is worried about the boards and everything, and he is an engineer with the background, so engineering is kind of a difficult course everybody put up. So during his study as well, alongside he was running the NGO, and his parents didn't know, that he is doing something like that during his whole educational career, and in the very end he told everyone that he is doing something like that. So yes, that everybody came in and support him, and slowly we became a big family of SKCF members.
That is a beautiful journey indeed, like working for others. So, ma'am, now what is your NGO working for, and what is the mission and vision of your NGO?
Okay, so we are an NGO. We started in Delhi, and we are focused on teaching underprivileged kids. So we started with the aim of, we are providing education to all the underprivileged kids we can. So this was the main idea. Like we aim to provide education to all. And definitely with this idea, we believe in their holistic development. What we mean by holistic development is like how in our schools we get the exposure to everything. So we think just that the education, teaching them is not suffice. So we believe in, providing them additional benefits as well. So we have different projects under which we provide different things like food. We provide them clothes. We to imbibe them the nature of, protect the environment and preserve the environment which they live in. So we have different projects where they plant trees and alongside save the environment with us. And as well, for their holistic development, we organize different sessions for their personality development, for imbibing extracurricular skills. Like every Sunday, we have activity day where they play games. We collaborate with people and have drawing session, art session, dance movement therapy, dance classes, and everything. So we believe how we get, the personal attention in schools, the opportunities. Similarly, those kids as well get the whole environment of how we as a privilege has. So we think like for their holistic development, we provide all these things which we get access to, we provide them as well. So this is what, we are working upon. And this is our mission only, to reach to as many kids as possible. And our vision is to be pan-India worldwide and teaching all those kids. And with this vision, we started, one more initiative during COVID. So I will be later talking about that. But this is our vision and mission, that that we reach out to as many people, we help as many kids we can, and make our education a basic right to everyone.
That is absolutely great. You are a software engineer. You told the president.
Yes, I'm also a software engineer. I did engineering as well.
Like, how do you manage both the things, or are you fully into the social service part?
Okay, so definitely I have to manage both the things parallelly. I'm equally devoted to my office as well as to the NGO part I am doing. So I started my office in COVID itself. So I'm working from home, and like in between at some interval go to office, and it's very infrequent. So it gives me time to focus on NGO work as well. So I manage my time accordingly. Like on weekends, I do NGO work with more dedication. During weekdays, I am more into office, but at nights I got free. So manage my time, something like that. And definitely this work from home opportunity gave me some extra time to encompass both the things. But yes, I would say like if I had this thing and I got this opportunity, to serve the society, to give it back. So if you have this dedication, then time is not an issue. You definitely, if you like it, you will find the time to do that thing.
Definitely. Ma'am, so you said that like you help the children in various models, through various projects. So like from where do you source these children who need help? And then there's also a societal mindset in our country or in India that we see that okay, they are the kids and they are working. It's normal. It's the underprivileged kids. They are working. They do sell
Yes, I
something
understand.
or
Yeah.
something, or otherwise in extreme poverty cases they die, which I think and which we believe that is not a solution. Uh, but in the same time, at the same time, we have a thing with some other NGO, and they told that the people, the children basically, who are interested into begging, they even though if they are having opportunity, they won't use it, and they're like, we want it. So, now my question is, where is do you source these children, and what is the societal reaction? What is the reaction of their parents? Are they willing to give their children? Are they making them engage in various products and processes? Because obviously, if we are having a child and we don't have something to eat, so the parents will already send the child, okay, you sell these things and do these things. And if they work, then do they work and do they study as well? What is the reaction of the parents? And my fourth part is like for the children who are into begging.
Yes.
I'm really
Okay. So take it into parts. So I would like started like you asked me how we source this kid, who are these kids in specific. I talk about our offline center, we have two offline centers in Janakpuri. So we started in an open park. Okay. So it's in Janakpur itself. So there we started with few kids, and people, the other kids get attracted after seeing those kids. So those kids were like the nearby kids who live in the slums nearby Janakpuri or the similar residing area. So we started with those kids. So after one kid see, okay, they are doing something, they other kids got attracted, and similarly, kids from the similar slums or nearby slums or the kids of mates who were working around. So all these people try to come and reach out to us. So we started with those kids initially. So for the second question, for the second part, you were asking like, they get the opportunity but still prefer to beg and, involve in another various activities. So we also face some things like that, where were students where they, came initially, they see, okay, what we are doing, and they, got back and they never turned up around. So we, called all those kids and held their counseling session. We called their parents as well to tell them the importance, like we are teaching them for free. You should send your kids for 1 hour. We have initially we started with 1 hour classes,
okay.
daily 1 hour classes. So we just asked, to send them for 1 hour, and you yourself see how it is important and the difference between your kids, like after they get some education. So we different counseling sessions were organized. We called, collaborated, and some like if psychologists or trained people came and share with them the value of education and everything. So this is how definitely it's they were like, not we were not able to at once turn everybody into liking the education part, but slowly and eventually we were able to gather 150 kids itself in Janakpuri who were interested in education. And the third part is like where the parents were happy, or they asked them to go study instead of, and how they manage. So for that thing we organize PTMs, monthly PTMs, and we give them reports, we give them, they share the updates, and when they themselves see the difference between their kids, who doesn't like their kids to see their kids grow. So that was a major factor, that we were like connected with their parents as well, since they were the like refugee, the kids were mostly refugees who travel from different states and get settled in nearby slums, or the kids of the maids who work nearby, or the workers who were working nearby, who were settled nearby. So we started initially with those kids, and since their parents can come and see, and definitely there was some benefits for kids, like they're getting food, good food, nutritious food, they're getting good quality education, and we are providing them clothes. So there were definitely other factors, but in the overall growth and development, we can see the children's have now were able to recite alphabets. They can now, speak basic English, or they can understand what is different things. So this is the achievement, this is the progress we can see, they can see. So this is what derives them. Okay, now education is important. Now they themselves understand them, and they themselves send their kids. If they are, kids are kids, they make excuses, I'm not well or something, but they go and say, go have 1 hour class. So just 1 hour which can change your future. So this is how we, motivate them. We attracted those kids and get these children enrolled in our school. Yeah.
That is extremely great tip. Along with it, like when you take the kids for food and you carry out so many projects, then what is the system of funding? Like in the starting, how you manage? Because you people were obviously yourself kids when
Yes.
you started. So, like you told, that sir was not even major. So how you
Yes.
started and how you managed when you didn't tell to your parents, like no one knows and you're doing. So from where
Yes.
you managed
So
till
yeah,
now.
definitely. So coming to that, initially he used to spend his pocket money on the kids. The pocket money he was receiving from his parents. Yes. And since I told you we were in park, so when people come and see us teaching kids on in the park, we used to lay out mats and blackboards are there, and we are teaching them. We are providing them the copies and whatever we can say. He invested in that and provide them copies, notebooks. So people come around and see, it's an open park. So people come and see, okay, they are teaching. So they come and ask what you are doing. Then, people start supporting us. They started providing us with these things. So initially people helped with this kind of thing. Then if I fast forward to today, like in the recent years when we are also able to provide or help, and we are now a big pool, a big society family of SKCF, where we are support of around 100 and 100 volunteers uh, working in different domains with us, and big family we have become. So for the fundings, now we collaborate on different kind of things. We do different kind of fundraisers. We organize different kind of activities through where we can source some funds. People come and help and support us. We have our website where people can go and see what we're doing and donate us there. So this is how we are raising fund. This is how we're collaborating and getting the stuff for the kids.
Great. So recently we have faced COVID, and COVID along with it brought many challenges. So were there any challenges which you guys faced in COVID situation, and how did you deal with it?
Okay, so definitely COVID was a major challenge for us, because since 2016 to 2020 we were on ground teaching kids every day in park for 1 hour. But since COVID strike, our classes stopped, so we cannot do anything. Our mission is to teach 365 days. So since 2016 we are teaching 365 days a year. So yeah, so since it stopped, so we were like, what we can do now, because we cannot go on ground. Definitely the safety concerns were there. So everybody, we had a meeting with all the volunteers and everything. So we brainstormed few ideas what we can do. Then we come up with the idea of teaching them virtually. So we started with another project, Sarv Siksha, where we are teaching off in online mode as well. How you are teaching online? They are underprivileged kids. They don't have smartphones. They don't have access to these kind of resources. So we targeted few of our NGO kids from that 100 pool of resources. The 5 or 6 students have smartphones. Their parents have basic smartphone where they can have like basic Zoom or Meet, Google Meet meeting. So we targeted those kids. Let's make the group of those kids if possible. If they are sister, brother, sister, siblings, we targeted those kids who are siblings, or whoever. Then, and even if we are teaching 10 students, we were like, at least we are not stopped, and we are providing education. We are continuing with our mission. So this is how we started Pan India. We started with 5 or 6 kids from our center. Then we thought, okay, let's go to those kids. In COVID, people faces many kind of challenges. There were parents who lost their job, who were not financially stable, who has to take out their kids out of the school. And now those kind of kids are also there. I will not put them in the category of underprivileged, but since we are providing education, we thought, let's go to those kids and help as many people in these kind of times where everybody needs support. So we targeted those kids who need our help. in educational manner who were underprivileged but have somehow have access to smartphones. So we, open a form and get it as much as shared we can. So now we are in, as mentioned, 10 different cities of India, and we are teaching them virtually. We, with all the funds we were have saved, we, provided, we got their data pack recharges, we, couriered them some stationery in some later stages of COVID when a little things or bit of things were open. So we did that kind of stuff. Also, we sponsored some smartphones with the funds we were able to raise. We did a fundraiser and raise some money and purchase smartphones for our kids for, very sharp and brilliant, and their education also got sharp, but we want them, to enable them to, provide them education. So we sponsored some smartphone as well. So this is in the COVID, how we channelize. And in COVID itself, the different kind of project we were doing. So we provided ration to people. We provided 70,000 meals in that time. We distributed those kind of thing. We distributed clothes in different states. We have volunteers pan India. So we asked our volunteers, they did different kind of drives in their cities. We did in Delhi. So this is how we faced those challenges and came up with COVID. Yeah.
That was extremely amazing. You mentioned about volunteers. So, what is the process of hiring volunteers?
Okay. So the process of hiring volunteers is very simple. So we have different domains. We have 7 domains: teacher, both virtual and on ground. We have HR, we have web development, we have social media, we have graphics, we have content writing. So we have different kind of domains. We have fundraising domain as well. So we have an application form on our website. We have 2 kind of courses: volunteering opportunity, one for 1 month and one for 4 months. So both have their incentives and perks and different kinds of benefits. So people come on our website, they fill up, read the job description, fill those forms. And similarly, we promote our volunteering if we have any opening. So we promote in our Instagram pages. We have different social media handles. We go there, we reach out to placement cells of different colleges. So this is how we gather our volunteer. And word of mouth is definitely the best thing. So one volunteer attracts the other. So yeah, this is how people can apply, people can volunteer with us.
That is extremely good. So, for anyone who is watching this video and this interview, can you just emphasize or just give a glance as to how being a volunteer helps one in the coming future or in the immediate future, other than the certificate and LOR?
Okay, definitely. So to be honest, whenever someone is joining or we are taking interview, we take 2 rounds, one questionnaire round and interview round whenever we hire a volunteer to see he or she is suitable for us. So what we generally check is 2 things. Like first is the dedication towards the cause, right? So it's not easy. Definitely there are perks, and if someone is coming for those kind of perks, certificate and NOR, they should definitely get those if they deserve it, I would say. But first is like, mutually connecting with the cause. Like we are teaching underprivileged kids. First is like, do you resonate with this cause? Do you feel like this is your mission as well, or you want to contribute back to the society? So this kind, we look for the volunteers who have this kind of a thought, where they can provide back to the society, they can teach values, they can learn something out of this, and give that vibe or resonance, like this, making this place a better place to live, and getting more kids, and making our mission move forward and growing us as an NGO, and they themselves growing as an individual. Second thing is definitely the skills. So this, people say like, okay, it's like a volunteering opportunity, we are not getting incentive or something, but the skills you get to learn out of these kind of opportunity and volunteering experience is very similar to the corporate things or the paid internship opportunities, I would say. So you get to refine your skills, you get to meet to the contact of people, the pool of people who have similar visions and similar thoughts, and same vibes with you. So you get to make better network, you get to meet people who have same mentality, who are working towards the same cause. So this is, I would say, if someone is having a someone who wants to give back, someone who wants to sharpen their skills, so definitely they should volunteer in NGOs, any kind of NGOs, the NGOs they can relate to. But this is very important thing. It myself was, not very much aware in my college time or school time, like we should do it in the early stage. But then, I myself got realized, okay, this is something, good to do. This it itself channelizes me to, I have to do it. It's not something like, I'm getting something or nothing. It's just like I have to do it. It is now my second job. So I would definitely say like SKCF my second family. We celebrate together. We celebrate all the function, all the events. We celebrate annual day. We just had annual day. We do everything together as a family. So it is like, a place, a vibe you get, a homely thing you feel like when you come meet this kid, the beautiful smile they call you and just hug you out, and the love they shower. So that is a beautiful experience, I would say, and definitely everybody should explore these kind of opportunities and be a part of such families.
I totally resonate with it. I just want you to emphasize on this volunteering opportunity with regard to how making making friends and staying with team mentality people, especially if you're working for other cause. How would
Yes.
it push process? And if you have any incident, any experience, I would just love to hear.
Okay, so this is a very beautiful story, and I strongly resonate myself with that as well. So what I believe is, it takes a long time to identify who you are, to accept who you are. Actually, you like those things or not, or realize few things about yourself. So it is like, I would say, a course of time. It takes some time to identify yourself, and quite a difficult task, I would say. But definitely, I would say the people you meet, the people you interact with, you definitely, match yourself. You try to copy them, or learn from them, or try to imbibe their values in yourself. But definitely you have few values, few things which you yourself believe in. So what I personally believe is, definitely you should meet a lot of people, right? So that is how you will be understand, like, okay, I don't like these kind of qualities, but I do appreciate these kind of qualities. So I believe, like, from everybody we have something to learn from. We think, okay, they are not good in this perspective, but they are, have some good side as well. So you need to meet different kind of people, different kind of, you have to indulge in different kind of networking groups, so that you can, understand, okay, I like this is my community, I can be more a part of such cause and thing. So you can, and being a part of, if I talk about the social initiative or the social cause, or to join NGOs in that perspective, so this is a good opportunity to identify, okay, there are different causes NGOs are working. So maybe, I feel like, okay, saving the environment instead of teaching the kids, or I believe in teaching the kids more instead of, doing some other activities, different social cause I'm learning for. So to identify yourself, and, to find that people who you will grow with them. So, if you have a same pool of good people, good resources, you grow with them instead of, going downwards or being stagnant. So it's important to find those kind of people who can help you, who believes in you, who can be a good support for you. So, we can, that is what a friend is, who can help you in the times, good and bad times. So if you have a someone, who shares or resonate with you, then definitely you grow as a person, as an individual, or as a human, I would say. So it's very important. But at the same time, to find those kind of people, you have to meet different kind of people. So if, whosoever is watching, I would say, meet as many people as you can, interact with as many people as you can, and try to see the good side, and cut off the bad side you get from them, and learn something, and come back and find that pool of friends, or people who can support you, who can help you and grow and make you a beautiful individual.
Thank you so much for what you said. I think it would definitely inspire our viewers. Along with it, just a simple question. Any incident like which touched your heart throughout the process of NGO, or something which demotivated you because you yourself were just
Definitely there's our ups and downs. We are lacking motivation or something, but at the same time, there is so much energy while doing this. So there are many beautiful moments. Difficult to select those. But the most favorite moment of mine would be whenever I visit the NGO. So all the kids just jump over me and start yelling, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am, please come, मेरे साथ photo खिंचवाओ, मेरे साथ ये करो, मेरे साथ dance करो, मेरे साथ ये करो." So it's always the first time, but it's yet like I've met them n number of times, but it's the same love they share with me every time. And I visit them like on good interval, like not very frequently I would able to go to there, but still they are like, you are meeting them, like, you know them for months and years, and they shower so much love on you. So it's always such a good feeling that everything, whatever comes, you just forget everything and like you are on the right path, you are doing good. So it motivates and keeps me going.
That was extremely cute, I would say, and I think someone who would definitely like normally only brings smile on your face, and you're surrounded by
Yes.
so many beautiful angels, so you would be having like a lifetime experience.
And whenever you meet them, they're like so bundle of energy, and they're like, you are tired, you are like, okay, अब मैं थक गई हूँ, but they're like, नहीं अभी तो ये करना है. इनको देख के ऐसा लगता है कि you can do everything. Just you need that love and energy, and you feel it. Like we were saying, mentality and things we share. You feel that energy, you feel that love, and you are like constantly energized and charged up.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. We just have few minutes left because it is being recorded. So I would just ask you to like in brief tell what are the future plans for NGO.
Definitely. Okay. So last year we started with a dream school. As I said earlier, we were in teaching in an open park in Janakpuri. So last year itself, we started rented out a place, closed space, where we have two classrooms and one office for us. So with the open park, we have to face difficult conditions of weathers, of rain. Children were not comfortable. They have to sit on ground and everything. And in rains, it will get wet. We have to spread out some plastic sheets and everything. In cold weathers, they have to sit outside, and teachers and volunteers have to teach them. So we were like struggling so much. So we started with one dream school last year, and it is a closed space, and we are having now, instead of 1 hour class each every day, we are operating with that class. Along with that class, we are operating for 3 different batches from 4 to 7 in that dream school. So kids have now good space, blackboard, good facilities, drinking water, regular electricity, fan, everything with how we used to have. And so we, in coming future, we want to open such more dream schools in Delhi, in different cities. And definitely we want to outreach, increase our reach in virtual education as well. So we want to target as many kids as we can. We want to grow in different kind of projects as well. We are carrying out 6 different projects for Project Bhumi, for planting and saving the earth, planting more trees and saving earth. We are distributing food in Project Ashray, and we are looking towards like stray animals as well in one of our project. So we want to focus in such kind of things and grow more and help as many individuals, teach as many underprivileged kids we can. So this is our main mission, to open such more dream schools and teach more many kids we can.
That is extremely great, and I really wish and I really pray that you should be able to achieve it because it is not
Thank you so
one
much.
individual achieves it, but we all have a good society to live in. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming over here. It was wonderful interacting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling us and having this session. It's good to hear such inspiring stories and what you shared with us. It's always so lovely to share and tell the people, and make them come and join our family, and make them imbibe that positive call, like they can give back to society as well. It's such a good thing should do. So thank you so much for having us. It was a
Thank
great session.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I, from inspired by Dreams Technologies, that all the best for your all the upcoming projects, and I hope that we are able to make the impact. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing our story with people out there. Thank you for your initiative, doing such a good initiative and reaching out, taking out our words to the people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day.
Same here. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.